Blessed love to each and every one. Do give thanks for your presence with us. You're definitely in the tiger's nest. Of course, we give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I. And this is the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge, of course, coming to you. Honorable Priest Kidemi Shalom Isaac here with you. And also with me, the Honorable Princess Akeisha Menin, blessed love, my princess. And what we will be doing today, as you know, each and every year, we have our annual Priest Isaac's essay competition around the time of Black History Month. And this year, as always, we had a grand celebration planned, a grand prize giving plan for those who partook of the essay competition, and of course, for the winners of the essay competition. But because of the international panic and emergency around the corona COVID-19, many things were put aside. As you would know, even our spring equinox activity was put aside, and the prize giving ceremony was actually a part of that whole activity. It would have been on a Thursday evening, Thursday the 19th, it would have been of March. We would have had it at the Heritage Key Hotel conference room. Our two guest speakers would have been Honorable Brother Paddy Simon, our griot, and of course the good Honorable Brother Alistair Thomas, our historian. But that was not so. So what we did the prize giving ceremony on the radio program, connecting with Dave Lestapade, which was hosted by our very good brother Dave Lestapade himself. So what I'm going to do, my people, I'm going to present that to you so you could see for yourself the prize giving ceremony. The two winners, one of the winners could not come, but his father accepted the gift on his behalf as well. So you're going to full enjoy that radio interview and you know the whole aspect of the youth, and you will hear the essays for yourself as well. As I said, we have the Honorable Princess Akeisha Menin with us. And before we go into that interview that I did with the Observer Radio, the Honorable Princess would just like to share a few words with the audience. In fact, as you know, for our Shock of the Hour program, those who are subscribers to the Shock of the Hour program, you will know that the Princess is a staple on the Shock of the Hour as she brings you our Swahili word of the day. So she would, it would delight her to do something similar for you today, right here in the Tiger's Nest on YouTube. Honorable Princess.
Blessed love. Blessed love, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Swahili word of the day. Jambo. Hello. Habari gani. How are you? Asante. Thank you. Karibu, welcome. Ni nafuraha kukutana na wewe. Nice to meet you. Jina lako nani? What is your name? Jina langu ni Princess Akeisha Menin. My name is Princess Akeisha Menin. Kwaheri. Bye.
All right. Definitely give thanks, Honorable Princess, for such information and such strength, you know, the key Swahili word of the day. As I said, this is a staple, and the Honorable Princess is self-taught, let me just say, within that order of the key Swahili word of the day. Give thanks, my love, for such information, and just an encouragement to all the young ones too. You don't necessarily have to wait on anyone to learn any subject area, whether it's your teacher, even your parents. You yourself read and study and seek for more information, and definitely it would be better for you. Knowledge really is power. Honorable Princess, give thanks. And as I said, my brothers and sisters, we're going to go straight into the prize giving ceremony for the essay competition, and afterwards I will have a few more words to share with you. Blessed love.
Apologize for the absence of Dr. Winston Baldwin Spencer. He will join us later in the week or next week. Of course, he was booked today, and he was quite a gentleman to call me at 7 a.m. this morning and let me know that we have to rebook. But we have Priest Isaac, and we have winners in the house from the essay competition. And Priest, good afternoon.
Yes, my good brother, blessed love to you and a wonderful day to your audience. And thanks again for having us with you today. In the midst of all of us being safe, let me just quickly say, as you know, we had so many things planned. The whole Equinox experience, which would have even we would have had a grand event Thursday evening where we would have doubled up our essay competition for Black History Month. That would have been the evening for the prize giving ceremony. And of course, we had 6 guests coming from overseas, all have cancelled, obviously, for obvious reasons. So what we decided to do today is to come to the people and bring the winners of our African History Month essay competition to the nation. We have been speaking about it for a while, and of course, we have 2 winners today. And we definitely, give thanks to the opportunity.
We have 2 winners or 3 winners?
We have 2 winners. We only had entrance.
Oh, you mean?
Remember, we have the senior division and the intermediate division. So we have winners here from the senior division and the intermediate division. We didn't have any entries at all for the junior division.
Okay, because I'm seeing 2 children behind of me. Their family?
Yes, their family.
Oh,
That's
okay.
one happy family here.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Come to celebrate.
To celebrate and
Okay,
of course
good.
encourage. So we have the winning essays here. Of course, you could see I'm doing my recording. I know you have your people on Facebook. This is the winning essay for the senior division that was done by Brother Terry Benjamin Jr., who is listening, but his father is here to collect his prize on his behalf. And we also have the first prize winner in the name of Caleb Hatton. And this essay is the winning essay for the intermediate division. So you're taking a look at them now. As you can see, they have been well presented and
Mr. Benjamin, good afternoon. Could you pull a microphone too? Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Your son, unfortunately, could not make it.
Yes.
How do you have the picture of his son? Okay, so we can put it on. So at least if he's watching Facebook or he's listening, he'll know. And what's your first name, Mr. Benjamin?
Terry.
I'm
senior.
So you're senior. That's why he's doing it.
Yes.
What was it like when your son was going through preparing for this essay competition?
Well, he had to do a bit of research, to get some more information about some of the great African personnel, and so I find it was very enlightening to him.
Okay. Did you learn anything from him in the process?
Yes, I did, because I read it over, sort of like to edit, and I picked up on a few things. Yes.
Okay, good. Well, we wish your son could have been here. Priest, the fact is the presentation was going to be held, and because of the fact of the cancellation of how many individuals were coming?
Well, the whole event itself. No, this was
The prize giving ceremony.
Yeah, this would have been a grand affair,
Yeah, because I think you had some speakers and so on.
Yes, Brother Alistair Thomas
And Paddy.
and Brother Paddy Simon would have been speaking as well, and I'm sure you got your invitation.
Yes, I did.
Yes, definitely, and as I said, it was a grand event, but that is how it is, So we're still thankful for life. So let me just officially say again, full congratulations. Speaking to the mic, please, Isaac. Let me say again, full congratulations to Brother Terry Benjamin Jr. I know he's listening, and we're very thankful for the effort that he made. And again, it was a wonderful presentation. As you could see, we had so many things in store, but we just decided to do it in this fashion. And maybe it is good so because the whole nation, is hearing this, So I'm very thankful, Brother Benjamin Sr. I know you will accept this on behalf of your son. In all blessings and love, full congratulations. That is an Acer Flex 1, pardon me.
Okay, well,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Priest, the fact is we're talking about the essay.
Yes, my friend.
And are you going to publish these?
Definitely,
but
yes.
what I'm going to ask you to do,
Yes.
because folks will say, what would they win? Of course, I know how you dramatize things when you're reading. And I want you, is it possible for you to read that for us today?
Well, I was hoping that Mr. Junior would have been here.
Well,
to
he's
do that
not here.
himself.
He's not
Well,
here.
Mr. Senior is here too.
No, but I
let
want
me-
you. I want
Of
you.
course,
to,
I will. I will. I will go through this.
I want
to
you
the best.
before
Even
we're gonna give you a chance. We're gonna take a commercial break,
Okay, no
and we're gonna
problem.
give you a chance to go through it.
No problem, my brother.
Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you for staying with us. No, don't run out of the room. I'm good. Please.
Yes, my brother.
Now, of course, we want to make this as exciting as possible because Benjamin Jr. is not here with us today, and he's hoping that we will give the general public a sense of what this is all about. So come next time around Black History Month, they'll want to participate. He's 17 years of age, and if we can just go through
So this is What Does African History / Heritage Mean to Me by Terry Benjamin Jr. And he has, of course, presented to Honorable Priest Isaac and presented by and everything in order there. It says here, I celebrate and treasure my African history / heritage because it has special meaning to me. Unfortunately, some people view their African heritage negatively and distance themselves from it. These people are to be pitied. I like that. In contrast, I am proud to be of African heritage. Firstly, my African heritage / history means that I can be very creative. I strongly believe that a reservoir of creativity from my African ancestors is a part of my DNA. I am capable of inventing great things like Philip Mgwa who developed the world's first supercomputer. The great African inspires me to believe that my dream of becoming a great computer scientist is achievable. Meanwhile, I am celebrating the elastic and fluid body that I inherited from my ancestors. Hear this. I am wise like an Nancy, and the African drums beat in my veins. Secondly, my African history / heritage means that I am strong and confident, especially about the fact that I am black. There is no need for me to bleach my skin. The gift of melanin that my ancestors willed to me protects me in any environment. I am confident, and this is because I know who I am. Mother Africa has molded me into a confident and strong black man. I am confident, like Hatshepsut, Mansu Musa, and Izana. Thirdly, my African history heritage means that I am a conqueror, a source of inspiration from African conquerors like Shaka Zulu and Haile Selassie. They have conquered the unconquerable and passed on their mantles to me. This empowers me to conquer fear and failure. Whenever I encounter obstacles, my heritage becomes an asset that allows me to overcome them. I face life fearlessly, like the Lion of Judah. My future looks bright and optimistic because of my African history / heritage. This heritage makes me creative, confident, and ready to conquer the world.
Mr. Benjamin, what school does your son attend?
He attends the Island Academy.
Island Academy?
Yes. He just completed I think grammar school.
Okay.
So he's up there first year.
Okay. He's
doing the IB A-level program up there.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, the Island Academy.
Yes.
That's where he's at. Okay. The Island Academy is
Buckley's.
Buckley's. Yeah. I've met. You know what? I think I did an interview. Not I think. I know I did an interview with an entire classroom up there, and those children are brilliant. Those children are awesome. So, and this is a reflection of that. And I'm glad. Priest, who was the adjudicator?
Well, I had myself and my youths also went through it.
Okay, good. Okay, well,
the members of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge.
Congratulations to you and your son, Mr. Benjamin.
Thank you.
And we're glad that your son participated in the competition. And give him our best regards. And they say he's viewing or he's listening. Congratulations, Terry Benjamin Junior, keep up the good works and keep the spirits alive. Now, what you going to do now, please? You're going to put it back in there.
In the bag officially.
And so we can get, so Mr. Benjamin, again, thanks for being with us today. And here's hoping that your child, of course, will continue to grow and be a very successful.
Thank you.
You're
It
welcome.
was a pleasure.
Okay. Now, priest, who
Yes.
we have now? Who's the next?
Well, we have Brother Caleb. As I said now, Brother Caleb now, he himself has conquered the first position in the intermediate department. And this is his essay, and even to show the audience now, those on Facebook and also those who are tuned in to my specific network here. And this one is very interesting because he really sort of panned it around the ancient kingdom of Angola. And of course, again, this is also entitled, What Does African History / Heritage Mean to Me? So I know you you want to
I
take a
want
look
to
at
see
it
this.
first.
Yes,
Okay.
I want to see this. And now, Hutton is your last name? Good day, sir. How are you? How are you?
Good afternoon.
What's your name?
Kevin Hatton.
Kevin Hutton. I don't remember ever meeting someone with the last name of Hutton. Where are you from, sir?
I live in Paradise View.
Paradise View. Okay. Who named him?
My
Who
son,
named your son?
Oh, myself.
Caleb.
Caleb, yes.
And what's the middle name?
Keaton.
Why you gave him those names?
I'm into Ethiopian studies.
That's why I'm looking at him saying that, you know. So tell me,
It's also biblical also.
what was it like working with your son?
Well, he loves reading, so I actually chose that particular topic. Ancient pictorial. I actually got a picture from the exhibition, Emancipation exhibition, and it intrigued him. So he asked to present something on that individual, and I did the research and we.
The videographer over there, his brother. What's his name?
It's Kenneth Hatton.
Okay,
And
and
then the participant from the previous essay competition.
He's a two-time winner.
Two-time winner.
yeah. Okay, good. So, young Hutton, how are you?
I'm good.
You're good.
Yes.
What was it like working, putting this essay together?
It feels good to do this.
Okay, what school do you attend?
Sunnydale Primary School.
Sunnydale Primary School.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
You're 10 years old. So have you ever, did you take part in a competition before?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. So this is not your first time?
The second time.
Okay, and your brother, so okay, go right ahead.
The competition that it took place in the past is not precise act. It was an independence competition. A flow independence competition.
What was the name of that competition?
What does independence mean to you?
Oh, okay. I mean, how long did it take you to write the essay?
Like about 3 weeks, I think.
3 weeks? Okay. What type of student are you? How are you in school?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And now that school is out and you guys are home, what are you doing?
Study this essay. Read it. Practice reading it.
So you're going to read it for us today?
Yes.
Okay, good. Precise that guy. Will not impose upon you. Yeah.
So as you said, Brother Caleb this time around has won the laptop. We have pardon me.
He's smiling.
Yes, we have a Wing Sing laptop which will be presented to him. And as I look at the laptop, I must also highlight quality mufflers. That's Brother Christmas right there on Old Parham Road as well. And this laptop was specifically donated by him. So as I said, the whole aspect of this is to activate in the mind of the child, as Brother Terry just said, his son had to go and do some research to figure it out. And to be very honest, as I read his essay for the first time, I could feel that energy and I could see the genuine frequency coming from the words. I'm telling you the truth. That's for Brother Terry's son's essay. I could feel that he literally found something he was looking for. And that is why I said, even when he said those who who do not consider their African history. He pities them. I say, yeah, that's why I really felt it. And this is what it's all about. And that is why every year I would, pray and hope that more people would become a part of it, especially in the promotion, and parents like Brother Kevin and Brother Benjamin who encourage their children to do it. That is always a plus, So officially, I would like to congratulate young Brother Caleb for his well put together essay. I'm sure you're going to read it right now. It's quite different. This winning essay is quite different from the other winning essay. This is almost like a history lesson you're going to get here. And it's well compact, filled with pictures. So my Lord, give thanks for the work that you put in. I really appreciate it. And this is your prize for your hard work. Full congratulations. Blessed Lord.
Okay, now
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Can we hear your poem now?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Essay.
What does African history/heritage mean to me? There is no future for people who deny their past. My foreparents, grandparents, my mother, my father did not suffer and die to give me an education to slight, oppress, or discourage my people. Whatever education I acquired out of their sacrifice for over 300 years, I shall use for the salvation of the 400 million black people of the world. And the day when I forsake my people, may God Almighty say, there shall be no more life for you. Caleb, my choosing, Gideon, my covenant, a proud and visionary Antiguan and Barbuda. 350 years of colonial rule could never erase my ancestral scars. What they fought for and their values they imparted are of great importance. This had led me to understand who I am and what African history/heritage mean to me. Not often, I am thought of our iconic women and mothers of valor, who has revolutionized and liberated our African brothers and sisters. On the wall of my living room, there stands a 17th century queen of the Ndongo and Matamba kingdoms of the Mbondu people in Angola. Born into the ruling family of Ndongo, Queen Anna Nzinga fought for the freedom and stature of her kingdoms against the Portuguese, who are concentrating their efforts towards Southwest Africa in attempts to control the slave trade. Queen Nzinga Mbondu intelligence, political and diplomatic wisdom, as well as her brilliant military tactics, made me search for the 1583 African queen to resist European colonization for 4 decades, 1620s to 1660s of warfare. Queen Nzinga at one time went to a peace treaty conference to negotiate with the Portuguese authority. At her entry, there were no seats. Her maids quickly rolled a mat for her, and one of her male servants bended to form a human bench, which she sat on. The Portuguese marveled at the power she commanded among her servants, and it was to her credit that she got a good deal at the conference for her people. Despite the Portuguese continued onslaught of her people, Nzinga was defeated and escaped behind a mountain in Matamba, where she settled and built a massive army to retrieve Kavanga, formerly Ndonga. Nzinga later allied with the Dutch, also having her envoys spying in the Portuguese camp. She defeated the Portuguese at Angoulême and later at the Battle of Combi. Nzinga proclaimed her territory a free country where all live equally. She resettled former slaves and protected her people from oppression. Queen Nzinga. Nzinga's rise to power was due to her personal capabilities that overcome the limitations of gender. She displayed practical maneuvers, such as her alliances with the Jager and Dutch, as well as self-sacrifice during her exiles, willing to fight for freedom alongside her warriors. Ndinga demonstrated bravery, intelligence, and a relentless drive to bring peace to her people. In her honor, a major street was named after her and a statue built in Luanda, the capital of Angola. Les Nani, Queen of the Mountain.
Wow. Now, priest.
Yes, my lord.
That's what I was about to say. When you plan things, doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna come at the time that you want it.
Yes,
but of course, I'm glad that you guys were given the opportunity to come here today because I know you would have enjoyed the evening. And here's hoping that, of course, you'll continue to read, continue to study your Black history and heritage. And Dad, what is it like with them growing up in the house?
Well,
Is there only two in
yeah,
that?
my only two. Friends.
What is it like with them?
I enjoy the company.
What school is the LOE?
Princess Margaret Secondary.
Princess Margaret School. Okay, noteworthy school. Lots of notables attend that school in Antigua and Barbuda.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think they have two prime ministers out of there now.
Yes,
Two prime ministers. Yeah. Okay. So what is it like with them?
It's fun. It's fun raising them, and I enjoy the company. They impart a lot on me.
How deep are you in the African culture?
Well, my faith is Rasta, and it encompasses everything that the journey on the whole life that they deal with. My association with them encompasses everything.
Well, again, I want to say congratulations, young Hatton, and of course, here's hoping you'll continue to study hard, focus on your work at school, and also he is junior. No, this is junior, and you're just the baby. You're just the baby, and here's hoping you'll continue to focus on your schoolwork and continue to dig up the history of who you are. Where you're from. I'd like to Antiguans and Barbudans be proud of you when you grow up, and looking forward to see you guys in some other competitions. And here's hoping that you guys will end up in winners row once again. Congratulations, Priest Isaac, for the opportunity, for giving these children the opportunity and the parents to be part of such a momentous occasion for us as we celebrate our Blackness in the month of February. And congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, again, gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll take a commercial break.
Yes, we give thanks. So again, we give thanks for the winners, give thanks for those who also entered into the competition on a whole. As I said, every year we do this. Every year we have the essay competition. Every year we get gifts from laptops, tablets. I kept saying in the interview there that young Hatton won the first prize of young Caleb Hatton won the first prize of a laptop. That was a tablet. I just kept saying laptop. Only afterwards I noticed that, but you know how these things are. So again, thanks to them, and of course next year we'll be doing it again. In fact, it's not only a case of next year. As we say, we definitely give thanks to all those who has contributed. That is why we express their names so you can see exactly who they are. And it's not about next year. I mean, we're on it right now. You understand? You see, the importance of this is that, as I said, even in the interview, that in our studies, our curriculum, our system in general, African history and study is not at the forefront. It's not on the front burner. It's not even on the back burner. It's not even on the stove. It's not in the kitchen. You can't even find it in the refrigerator or the cupboard. African history has no place at all in our society. So now when the African History Month comes along, and I'm saying it's only in the last maybe 6-7 years that the people of this country here has started to, lean towards African History Month and, the African History Pride within the month of February. And then, of course, the naysayers are going to jump up, oh, it's the shortest month. But before, they never had nothing to say about African history at all. People that talk about shortest month and, every day is African history, watch them good. They ain't living no African history at all. So the fact that my people were looking at African history during February, and they do not refer to it as African history neither. They call it Black history, just trying to show you how much they try to cut themselves away from Africa. So around here, they're speaking of local Black people that has made a mark on history, which there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all wrong with that. In fact, that is an extension of African history. What are you talking about? We're still Africans living the African experience, even in the diaspora, because you've been robbed from your motherland. But you cannot try to forget and blank away the reality of our African history in Africa and our ancient tradition and culture that they want us to forget. What is wrong with you? You know, so this is why we spark that every year, and we will never give up. And we're very thankful, trust me, because you know that's why we come and give you receipts and let you know exactly what's going on. Trust me, when ones come on board and assist with this project, because no matter what happens, we make sure that this happens. We make sure that the essay competition goes out. We make sure that we can get laptops and tablets and different gifts and digital cameras, whatever it is that is needed to encourage the youth, because that's what it is. It encourages the youth to go and now look up their African history, as I said about even Brother Kenneth Jr. Basically, you could see that that's not something he really ever dabbled into. But there's a first prize to be won. He could use a new laptop. Hey, let me go and research it. And after researching it, you could see it brought to him a new outlook on life. Like, wow, this is the part of my history that they wanted me to deny. So it really gives us pride. Trust me. When a young youth that never looked into their African history, you don't understand, man. Trust me. Every year, when you see whether it's 1, 2, or 3 people that have never, ever, children, ever looked into their African history, go and research themselves just because there's a prize to be gotten. But it's all right. The point is that they went and did some research on themselves. Can you imagine looking through the family album and looking at your baby pictures or pictures of when you were however age, and you never seen these pictures before? This is the first that you're seeing your baby pictures. This is the first time you're seeing pictures of you when you were 5 or when you were a teenager, whatever the case is. That's how it is when you go and research your African history for the first time. You see where you were, what you were, where you came from, what you have already achieved, and even how you got in this state, mentally, psychologically, physically, religiously, theologically, and all the D's. Even biologically, the way we eat and all the D's. So again, we are very thankful again, and that is really our joy that we could really do this on a yearly level. And again, even those internationally, a special thanks to you, because this is not an international program. This is a national program, but I'm not going to go into, as I said, we have been fighting for years to get the African curriculum into the school system. We even go upon, take it upon ourselves to begin the writing of the curriculum. So at least when we go and talk to the authorities, we have something to present. I know a lot of you may not know this. You may just see me here talking and this and that, but it's a lot of work we put in to bring some sort of liberation, to the mind psychologically. We're not saying that, we have the flag of redemption and everybody must run behind us. We're not into that at all, at all, at all. This is an ongoing battle. We stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. They're ones that's going to come and stand on our shoulder too, and those who have gone before and those who will come after. So this is just my part of this liberation fight. Trust me. So as we say, we ourselves have created a curriculum, even our astronomical curriculum too. I keep saying astronomical, maybe because it's so grand, but the curriculum and astronomy, and this is why also we have offered to the international community. For those who have not heard, we are still offering our international homeschool programming. Our international homeschool programming. So what that is, as we said before, and if you did not hear, you could go back and check the video directly on our YouTube channel. I think it's entitled International Homeschool. I think that's really what it's entitled. And what we are presenting from starting from the level of K, from kindergarten, we are presenting astronomy classes and classes in history / heritage as it relates to our Afrocentricity. And this is something that we've had, of course, within our cupboards for a while. This is something we utilize, but we decided to bring it out, especially after a lot of ones there was this great outcry here in Antigua and Barbuda for parents, especially now, even parents that are home, because their children are not in school, they're somewhat, disconnected on how to deal with them. This is a strange thing, eh? They don't know how to deal with their children because we're so accustomed to wake up in the morning and send the children from the time they're 3 months old to somebody else, and then come and meet them in the night, and then everybody knock out and want to go to sleep, and it's just a cycle that happens and happens, and we wonder why the family depletes. And now that the children have no school to go to, and they're left home with some parents, not the case of the parents leave the child home and they gone to work, because a lot of people are not working anymore. Some people lose their job, a lot of people laid off, and a lot of people are working from home. If you're I'm talking Corona, COVID-19, exactly. So there's this cry out now. What are we going to do with the children? As they would say around here, what are we going to do with the picking nigga there? Can you imagine your own children? Education begins in the family, with the family. I mean, basically, education begins at home, really. So we have offered this program for a lot of people that are looking for ways. In reality, this is the international highway. This is the international community. There's so many things that you could find, discover, even on the internet, that could add to the knowledge of your children. But we have worked on, and we're still working on the curriculum for astronomy and the curriculum for the African history. We've completed from K to the 2nd grade, and that is why even when you sign up for our international homeschool, it starts from K. And not because it starts from that level means it's made for babies. Even if you're a 50-year-old person and you don't know nothing about astronomy, you need to start from K as such. Obviously it's designed for the youths when they come out of the womb. But as I said before, this is not Sesame Street gone dread. I mean? This is not because it's for children mean you have to act like a cartoon. You understand? At least that's not my method. I mean, that may be your method, but that's not my method at all. So anyway, for more information on that, as I said before, every Monday and Wednesday, we deliver the astronomy class to you. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we deliver the African history / heritage classes to you. Of course, there are textbooks that go with this, and the textbooks will continually come. Even the books, all of that is a part of the whole package itself. So the cost of the package, because you can pay for it monthly, or you could just pay the whole year, the whole semester as such, and everything else that comes with it, from the books to the activities, everything that we will eventually send to you. Because remember, it's something already set up. It's not like what we're going to talk about tonight. It's a curriculum that has been set up, that we've offered, man, to even our own authorities, to show them, man, you don't even have to get somebody to write the stuff. Look, we're doing it, and we still have to complete it. It's obviously that we're on it, you understand, and this can be applied to our system. I don't have to do no essay competition and all of that kind of thing there. That is just to encourage them to go into their African history. I shouldn't have to do that. I mean, it's good, but I shouldn't have to do that. It should be in the curriculum already. You don't have to be catching flies with honey. It's in the curriculum. It's a part of the mandate for them to learn, but I guess that's just not the case right now. So again, the international homeschooling, again, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you get a 20 to 30 minute class video in your inbox, 20 to 30 minutes in your inbox. As I said, the different days, African history, heritage, and astronomy. And it also comes with a minute-plus short video, which is basically a summary of what we spoke of on that day. As I said, if you desire more information, all you have to do is contact us via email, which is priestisaac27@gmail.com. That's priestisaac27@gmail.com, and you get more information as it relates to that. So yes, so give thanks. I mean, it will be definitely good for your children. The level of knowledge and information that will be given to them, every day they'll be looking forward, to get, seeing what's new and what's coming in class today. And this is real information, man. I mean, I love mathematics, but to be honest, unless you're building, what to say, I don't know. There's certain things in the world, certain activities, that a lot of things that we were crammed with in school, some of us, it just doesn't really apply to the real world, and that's just the truth. And I'm not saying it doesn't apply to some, because I guess if you're building rocket ships, you need to understand all the algebra and all this kind of stuff. But the point is that sometimes the educational pattern that was designed by Rockefeller that we have today, it doesn't apply to everybody. That's really the point. I'm not negating any sort of information, because I mean, mathematics and physics to the depths, I mean, that's the real stuff. Mathematics is real good, high science. As much as you can get from mathematics and critical thinking within the mathematical scope, you're definitely on the ball. But I'm saying that a lot of children are not really that. Some are more hands-on, and sometimes the system is not set in a way, to teach them to find who they are. That's really what it is. Astronomy is nowhere, at least not around here, in any thought or fashion in our system and our education. Astronomy, and you should know about the universe and the cosmos around you. I think that is very, very key. And then your African history and heritage, nowhere around here. How could you teach an African about himself or herself, but yet still you're teaching him the language of another, the history of another, the culture of another, the way of another, totally forget himself? And that is really what's happening here. And this is why we do this work, to reverse that. This is why we do this work. This is a calling from the heart, that you see us doing. This is why all the obstacles cannot stop us, because we know that this is a calling from the heart, my brothers and sisters. So yeah, do give thanks for the life giver and the keeper of life. You know what to do, as I said, to contact us for more information as it relates to the classes. For those who also want to subscribe to the nightly radio program, The Shock of the Hour, you don't know how that is, The Shock of the Hour radio program that comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We definitely send it to you the very same way, by your inbox, by your email. And let me just say one other thing too, for those who are still contemplating. Of course, we're watching what's going on in the international community and the decisions that the kings of the earth, the kings of the earth are going to make. So, and the freeing up of the borders and these different things. So we still have the summer solstice on our radar. The summer solstice, I'm talking about to Green Castle Hill double hike and the alignment and everything that is still on board, and the whole 5 to 7 day program, it is still on board, and it's going to be bigger than even what we had planned for the equinox. So that's already there. We're putting everything together, but of course the main thing is to watch when the kings of the earth and the rulers of this world, yeah, let me put it, the kings of the world, not the earth, and the rulers of this world decide when they're going to open the borders and bring things back to normal again, you know. Yeah, trust me. But anyway, time far spent. Do give thanks for your presence with us. Give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life. You know, and thanks again for all those who contributed to the essay competition, those who partook of it as well, all those who supported it and encouraged it. Enough love. Holy Emmanuel I, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Give thanks to the honorable princess as well. Blessed.